Hello, my friends, my students. We are going to go through now Unit 10, Lesson 3 for Grammar Explorer, beginning on pages 279. So we're going to go over the uses of infinitives, which are the verbs that have the to form. So to run, to eat, etc. But then we're also going to introduce TOO in this lesson. Here we go. We're going to do the reading on 279. Tiny creatures in a big ocean. Professor, last week I gave you an assignment to get. If you circle that, to get, that's the infinitive form. To get you thinking about your own future. I asked you to research, you can circle to research, someone with an unusual job and gather enough information to give, circle to give, a presentation to the class. Yuri, would you like to go first? Yuri, sure. My hometown is too far from the coast for me to go, circle to go, there very often, but I've always loved the sea. That's why I chose a scientist who studies the oceans, Dr. Kakani Katiha. Khadija? Katiha. Dr. Khatija researches the way warm and cold water mix and have in the oceans. She does this to learn, circle to learn, more about the Earth's climate systems. The movement of water in the oceans has a big effect on our climate. So does the movement of living creatures, according to Dr. Khatija. A single whale is too small to have, circle to have, a big effect on the movement of water. However, millions of tiny creatures moving together in the same direction have enough mass to make, circle to make, a difference. In fact, Dr. Khatija believes that the movements of creatures in the ocean may influence our climate as much as the tides and wind do. Doctor's research provides important new reasons for protecting life in the oceans. All right, go ahead and turn the page now. We are now on 280. We're going to do the check under section 2. So why did the professor give this assignment? Because he wanted students to consider their futures, which is B. Number 2, Yuri doesn't go to the coast often. Why? Because it isn't close to his home. And number 3, the Dr. Khatija studies the oceans because she wants to understand what? How Earth's climate works. And lastly, the movement of single large creatures or the movement of small creatures is important. Which one? B, the small creatures, because the one whale wasn't enough, but the mass of tiny creatures moving together in the same direction was enough. Okay? All right. So now we are on 10.6, page 281. Okay? So this one, we're going to take the sentences that they've provided, which are a little bit longer, and we're going to shorten them using just the infinitive form. To start, to show, to get, to eat, to run, etc. Here we go. The first one is the example. So the professor gave the assignment because he wanted to start a discussion about jobs. The professor gave the assignment to start a discussion about jobs. So each of these, where the sentence ends, you're going to start with the infinitive form: to eat, to run, to sleep, to teach, to whatever. And we're going to cut out all the stuff that's sort of in the middle. Number 2, Yuri chose Dr. Katiha because he wanted to show his interest in the ocean. So Yuri chose Dr. Why? To show his interest in the ocean. Give you a second. Number 3, the scientist studies the oceans because she wants to understand climate systems. So if we were to shorten that to just the infinitive form and still have the sentence make sense, the scientist studies the oceans to understand climate systems. All right, and I'll do number 4 with you, and then I think you can do the rest of them on your own. Danny went to the library because she wanted to do some research and finish her project. Danny went to the library to do some research and finish her project. Okay. So now I want you to do 5, 6, 7, and 8 without me. And then you can turn the page to page 282. All right. So now we're going to use the other form of to, the TOO, as in too much or too many, too young, too far, it's too difficult, it's too hard, it's too cold, etc. And we're going to take that and then we're going to add the infinitive after. So too long to sleep, too late to speak, too much noise for me. That's not infinitive, but we're going to be putting sentences together like that. So the example, if you go down to 6, says this: the businessman arrived, and then they give you late and speak at the meeting. So they were too late, TOO, too late to speak, TOO, late to speak. Okay. The next one says long and read. So if you follow the same pattern, it's going to be too long to read. The report was too long to read while I was on the train. Number 3, many doctors have, says patients take. Too many patients to take care of. Okay. Number 4, the secretary, work, finish. Too much work to finish the end of the day, before the end of the day. Number 5, the taxi driver drove too slowly to reach the station in time. All right, I'm going to have you do 6, 7, and 8 by yourselves because I think it's pretty straightforward, self-explanatory. All right, this next part, I'll do these first 2 with you, and then I'm going to have you do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 by yourselves. Okay, so now we're going to complete the sentences using too much, too many, using infinitives and adding any other words that we need. For example, for, to, things like that. Number 1, the teacher spoke, and it says quickly me understand. Too quickly for me to understand. The teacher spoke too quickly for me to understand. And number 2 says homework, the teacher correct in one night. So the first part, we're going to add too much. The students have too much homework for the teacher to correct in one night. Okay? So we're adding all of those words. You're completing the sentences for all of these. And try to do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on your own, okay? Camille, are you over there? Camille, come say hi. Come here.
Hi.
Hi. Come here.
Yeah.
Come here. Come here. Come. Okay. There you are. Say hi. Say hi.
Hey.
There you go. Okay. That's the lesson for today.
Don't color.
You want to color?
Yeah.
Okay. If you need me, email me, text me, whatever you got to do. I hope everyone is doing well. And it looks like we're about to color some Frozen stuff. So,
This one.
this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Say bye. Say bye.
Bye.